Hello, my name is Patrick Nightingale. I am a member of Curo, and I saw this question: have you ever been falsely accused? I don't normally respond to these kind of things, but in this case I did. I have to read it from the phone because it's a lot easier. Yes, I have. I've been carrying this burden for 17 years. It has affected my ability to be a father, a husband, and a member of the military. In 2001, I was 20 years old, stationed in Italy in the Air Force. I was always making friends at the time. I didn't realize how naive I was. I befriended a family and we became very close. They had a 2-year-old daughter, and on occasion I would watch her so they could get some time together. One day it all changed. He stopped talking to me. I didn't know what was going on. It was for no reason. Then my flight chief separated me from him and put me on a work detail. It's different than what I normally do. And I was not. And then one day it happened. I was escorted by my supervisor and flight chief to the Air Force Office of Special Investigation. There I was, sat down in a big red chair and greeted kindly by the investigator. He proceeded to open the Uniform Code of Military Justice and read to me that I was being accused of Article 134. Indecent actions with a child. I was being accused of molesting my friend's daughter. The investigation went on for a year and a half. My life was torn apart. My so-called friends, a lot of them, disappeared. The great ones, I'm still friends with them. I felt alone. I was told by an Air Force attorney I was not allowed to show emotion. I needed to maintain military bearing at all times. Showing them this had an effect on me, would show guilt. I did what I was told and buried it deep. The case was eventually closed because I didn't do anything and there was no evidence. However, I now live alone in the aftermath of this. It haunted me then, and it still haunts me today. I can't accept this. It is probably one of the most hardest things that I've ever had to live with. I lost my Air Force career because I became unstable. The trauma that I buried came out more and more. I've been in and out of hospitals. I've had a hard time parenting my children and holding down a job. I can't even get the care I need. Why didn't anything happen to them? Why was I the one that was punished? I don't have the answers. I wish I did. You know, another question is, what are some things that change in your life after you're falsely accused? Where do I begin? I was medically discharged because I acquired an anxiety disorder and PTSD from the accusations. The Air Force took my staff sergeant's stripe from me because I was being medically discharged. They thought that somebody else deserved it more than I did because I was leaving the Air Force. So instead of giving me something that I earned, they took that from me too. You know, I wasn't excited when I found out that my wife was pregnant with our first daughter. It scared the crap out of me. especially when I found out that we were having a daughter. I was admitted to the hospital because of this. To this day, I still cannot look at my daughters without some sort of shame. Friends disappear as well. I lost trust in people. I went from being a social person to being antisocial. I look over my back all the time, waiting for someone like this, something like this to happen again. I've been in and out of the hospital 3 times. I lost a career to PTSD. I cannot work right now, nor can I live with my family. I get flashbacks of the investigation regularly. I see the person who used to be my friend smiling at me, smiling in my head at me all the time. He taunts me. For 17 years, I've been trying to change back into the person I used to be. This in itself is a reality I may never experience. Falsely accusing someone has a dramatic effect on the accused and their family. My wife wants her husband back. So, there's the story. There's a lot more to it than that. The reason why I'm doing this is so I can get a service dog. Right now, it costs $9,200, and that's a little over what we can afford. Actually, it's a lot over what we can afford. I've never done this before, so this is all new to me. The service dog will help me reintegrate with my family and society. I get frequent panic attacks all the time. I can't be woken up in the middle of the night. So the service dog can help alert me if there is a fire alarm or if there's an emergency. And even then, I'm so heavily sedated. The service dog can help me with panic attacks. It can help if I am going to cut myself. The dog can make the appropriate phone call to the numbers that are pre-programmed into the canine alert phone. If I'm suicidal, the dog will do the same thing. In a public event, the dog can guide me to the exit. It can help me feel safe. And I can't do this.